I love that curling is a team sport, that we're able to travel the world with friends and family and experience the journey with fans as well. The sport demands so much, whether it's fine motor skills or both physically and mentally taxing. And it's just a fun social sport that you're able to kind of make an extended family all over the world.
Everest is here to support you in the moments that matter. Learn how at everestfuneral.ca.
Good morning and welcome to the Everest Senior Curling Canadian Championships. I'm Jennifer Jones and I'm joined with Brent Lang. We are on playoff Saturday. Super exciting day. We have got a bunch of semifinal action going today with our final four teams on each side. And we are excited to have another rematch of Manitoba versus Saskatchewan. It was probably the game of the week during this round robin play. Two exceptional teams, and I expect it to go down to the wire. Because of their win over Saskatchewan in round robin play, Manitoba does have hammer, and we'll start off this game.
They're going to be hard to live up to that game we saw a couple of days ago where Saskatchewan got out to a 5-0 lead. And from there, Manitoba kind of put the pedal to the metal, and Saskatchewan wasn't able to score again. So exciting day. We're finally playoff Saturday. Today's the day we're going to crown two Canadian champions. And there's only 4 teams left on either side. On the men, we've got this game, Manitoba, Saskatchewan, and then the other semifinal is New Brunswick, Team Kennedy versus Nova Scotia and Team Fleming. George looks pretty light and tight on this one. Dave's original call was the corner guard, but I'm not sure how they why they waved it off, but probably wishing that was a corner guard, not a center guard now. Rory Golanowski lead for this team, Saskatchewan. Long time lead for Bruce Corte. Swooping this one for line and weight. Good shot there from Rory. Would like that another foot or so, but that's pretty good.
Very nice shot. You're going to see Manitoba play a come around here and then probably try to make a double peel at some point. The winners of these games will advance to the winner will advance to the gold medal game and the loser will advance to the bronze medal game. Played right after this game. tried to make the adjustment and just a little bit too much weight, Brent. But Saskatchewan doesn't want any part of that and is going to hit Team Manitoba stone.
I might draw here, Jen. I think Manitoba's probably going to draw, or they might throw the run back on the guards, I guess. But because they chipped that one over, there's a better path to get buried, better path to the forefoot. This one curling looks like a good hit and roll to me.
Rolled a little bit too far, but nice, well done. Now, do you double peel, Brent, or you try to go after the yellow stone that's pretty tight to the rings and try to make that double?
I'm just calling just normal. I'm going to go after the tight one. Yeah, I don't know. I think I'd probably try the double, but this is a good result. If you can make this and roll to the broom side a little bit, then that guard is pretty high, that center guard, so. Sean's close here.
No, just missed the double.
Opened it up, but they're going to throw this guard. And how long is Manitoba going to hit guards before they decide to throw the draw? I would guess one more at least. Give Sean one more chance at either a double peel or a run back double, but and on the ladies' side, Jen, the two semifinals are Saskatchewan, Team Nancy Martin, who won the round robin, versus British Columbia, Team Gushlak, the hometown province, staying alive, and then Alberta, Team Ford Johnson versus Ontario and Team Froud. We'll try and keep you updated on those games you can hear in the background as well.
You could actually make a triple here, Brent, if you hit this, right?
Definitely, probably almost right where you hit the last one. A little bit more angle on this one. He's got this one out there, needs to curl. Gonna just miss it again.
Oh, so close on both of those.
This blue is almost lined up dangerously well, but not quite. So do we think, Jen, that it's time to switch to a draw here coming up?
I would probably peel one more time.
Manitoba had to steal the victory last night over, I believe, Prince Edward Island to earn the hammer. If they had lost, they would have still been in this game. Wouldn't have changed anything in terms of the matchups, but would have given Saskatchewan hammer.
Manitoba fans are all dressed up, cheering their players on, really into it. It's awesome to see. This guard's a little bit longer, Brent. Not much.
Does the trick. Still walking
Could
up
also try to make a double peel on the blue and the yellow, but I like this.
Dale Lott, big tuck slide, built for these shots. It's close here. Uh-oh.
I think this is over curl. This is going to be trouble.
Oh, no. Actually needed to let it curl a little bit. I was with you, Jen, but didn't finish. And now it's really getting closed down here for Manitoba. They're both Manitoba stones short of the rings, but still confuses me, Jen, that the Manitoba's red on the scoreboard but blue on the ice. Should have got some spray paint. Walking like it's hot. Not a broom to it yet. Daryl McKee here with a big chance to put this one top four. Unforced error. Going to let Manitoba off the hook a little bit here. Sliding to the back four.
Now you have to draw, Brent.
You definitely do. I don't mind freezing right on it. But if it is a little bit light and goes dead buried top 4, that's also great. Just be afraid that then maybe Saskatchewan freezes on the back for shot, really closes down the scoring area. Looking like a lot of weight on this one too, Jen.
Sweepers think it's heavy. They're trying to make this curl. Oh, they like it now, Brent.
It's curling. Line's going to get to the back one, but still heavy, I think. If it's heavy, we need to be sweeping this. Going to stay for shot, but I think they should have swept that. A little bit of a miscommunication. Maybe they thought it was going to come down, but try and hold that one straighter onto the back one. Now it's buried and they're drawn to the button, basically. But kind of cuts down all those other counters that Saskatchewan had in there and puts a little bit of pressure on Bruce. First shot of the game, needs to draw the button, but if he does, it'll be set up for a very possible steal situation.
Two very good teams. Super consistent this week. Trying to put this on the top of the tee line, right on the top of the button. Make it very uncomfortable for Team Manitoba. And that's why you probably should have played the freeze on the last one. And this looks perfect, Brent. It might slide a bit too far. And it does, and that will give Manitoba the opportunity to freeze right down on top and secure their single point. Tough shot.
Needs to move it an inch or two. It is covering the pinhole, but there is space. So once they get the line, they'll sweep it to bump it a little bit. And as you said, Jen, that will all but finish this end. But any kind of miss here, especially heavy, can't be heavy, but need to make this shot. And we remember last time we watched, Dave's outturn seems to curl more than the rest of the team. Let's see a little bit of a soft handle, soft release. This will always curl. But if he's heavy, it's trouble. It really needs to curl. This is looking
a little bit heavy.
Can they just chip it? This is quite heavy. This is big trouble. Stays for second shot, but if Bruce puts one right there, it might be an automatic steal of 2. Only a foot or 2 heavy, but made all the difference. If he throws that 3 or 4 feet lighter, it's going to curl that much earlier and get the right line. It would have been perfect.
Looks like the ice might be straightening out a little bit too, Brent. He's got to take that little bit less. Still has nice finish. It just takes a little bit longer to do it.
Bruce just needs to throw the exact same shot he threw on his first one. It'll be the dream start for Saskatchewan. Line's perfect.
Oh boy.
I don't know what you do if you're Manitoba. Maybe you could nose that and get one of them off the button. You could hit it high and jam it, but the challenge is if it comes off of that yellow and kills that other blue, there's going to be a whole bunch of yellows going on the board. So I think the shot here, Jen, is just like if you want to cut them down,
Could you throw the intern through the hole, Brent, and try to tap that back? And
holy, I don't, yeah, I guess so, probably.
Or you just throw the same weight you just threw and try to get to the inside.
That's definitely an option. Like, nobody's been anywhere near that guard. You could nose that thing with back line. The issue is I don't know that either one of those yellows quite leave the button, and you won't be biting the button. You could roll kind of to biting the button. I think that's what they're going to try. The easiest shot is that, the one Dale's saying, but you got to throw some weight, and then if you over curl, you might give up a whole bunch. So you need about backline weight, get close to this guard, hit that right on the nose, even a little bit low, and then hope that your second shot. I don't see a way for them to score here.
Well, the good news for Manitoba in their round-robin game, they gave up 4 in the first end to Saskatchewan. I mean, you never want to give up a steal, but it's only 2.
True. Oh, Dale's thinking we're wide here, which is not.
Might want to hit this a little bit high, Brent, maybe.
It's really curling. Does he have enough weight, Jen? I think they're going for speed.
No, not quite. That will be a steal of 2 for Saskatchewan in this opening end of semifinal action, and they will take an early 2-0 lead.
At every OK Tire store, you'll find a local owner who lives in your community, proudly offering full auto service. And when you shop with us, you're shopping local. OK Tire. Service, repair, and tires. It's going to be okay.
I love that curling is a team sport, that we're able to travel the world with friends and family and experience the journey with fans as well. The sport demands so much, whether it's fine motor skills or both physically and mentally taxing. And it's just a fun social sport that you're able to kind of make an extended family all over the world.
Everest is here to support you in the moments that matter. Learn how at everestfuneral.ca.
Welcome back to the action here at the Vernon Curling Club at the Everest Canadian Senior Curling Championships. A big first end for Saskatchewan's Team Corte, stealing 2 points on Manitoba and jumping out to a quick lead. On the ladies' side, there was a blank end. Saskatchewan blanked the first end against British Columbia, and Team Ontario forced to a single point with the hammer, up 1-0. Nova Scotia with a quick start in the other men's semifinal, taking 3 big points in the first end on Team New Brunswick. So a couple of quick starts on the men's side and conservative starts on the ladies' side. Looking like this one's real light. George pulled a string. Dave coming out trying to help get this one over the hog line, and I don't think so. Unfortunate. Even if that just gets over, it's not extremely useful. Need those corner guards to be at least halfway. And Rory, who played so well last time we watched these guys, is off to another solid start. That one's perfect. See if he can make the perfect tight guard. And then George Hacking will likely be called on to play the freeze. Bruce turning his back already, doesn't like it. It is sliding into the rings. And Dave's going to call the hit. He doesn't like throwing the hit here. He wants to throw a guard, but if he does and then they guard it, they're into big trouble again. So only down 2, lots of time. Don't need to push the panic button just yet. It'd be nice to make this double. Doesn't make the double, but does stick around. Saskatchewan will hit and roll in here. So Corey Kohutch going to be throwing the in-turn hit and roll. Anything roll into the middle here is good. Roll over to a spot where there is a double. And we're probably going to see a blank end here in all likelihood. So see if we can make this double here. Sean being asked to hit about a quarter stone. This is over curled. Don't want to roll away from this. That's an advantage to Saskatchewan. If they can get these two spread out, then it's going to be harder for Manitoba to get out of this with a blank end, which is definitely their goal now. It doesn't look like any deuce, barring a wide open miss. So Corey would like to hit and roll a little bit broom side. Knows will do the trick, but really spread him out here would be ideal. No double there. So tricky situation for Manitoba. Not much chance of 2 points, but very good chance of giving up a force. I think for me, I always like hitting the wider one and rolling towards the center, bringing them closer together, but they're gonna hit the middle one. This one a little wide. Want to roll the other way. Sticks around. But Saskatchewan's on cruise control right now. No stress.
They're playing very well, making all the, as we say, the makeables. Hits and stays, draws, guards. And so it makes it so you don't have very difficult shots. Manitoba was slightly off in the first end, couldn't quite make the come arounds, and then never made the run backs, and it ended up being a steal of 2. This is a hanging out a bit, Brent. Oh, no. Perfect. So Manitoba needs to make some sort of roll to set up a double.
Running out of time to set up the double here, Jen. Need this hit and roll right into the back forefoot would be great. Looks like he's going to get some action here. A good shot there by Dale. So getting closer. They got 2 more chances to make a double, and then it'll be too late. But one roll here by Darryl Broomside, and this is all but a force. This one's going to curl, though. I don't know that this is rolling Broomside. Corey's really curled here, and Darryl got this inside. They got to go to stick around. Will it stay? I think it will, but here's your chance. You take a crack at this double now. See if Dale can get his team out of this. Not really a jam, but not a good situation. About 2/3 on the low side. No problem here for Dale. Just clean.
Very nice. And with that, Manitoba can get out of this end. Dale is a very good hitter. Nice hit and stay. It's a good time for the players to kind of get to know what the ice is doing, where to put the broom. And for Manitoba, a very patient end here. They gave a bad steal of 2. Probably super disappointed, but, you know, it's still early in this game. A blank is fine. They can try to go and get their 2 next end. Lots of time left. Lots of weight on this takeout. Needs to sit down, and it will. And this is the one that Bruce Forte would very much like to hit and stay, to force Manitoba to not just have an easy throw through, but instead we'll have to play a blank and make the hit and roll out. Trying to make sure this curls a little bit, and I think it will. Very nicely done. So that will leave the blank for Manitoba way out in the wings. Anywhere on the high side, and it should roll out. Dave threw this pretty hard. The Supers are having a hard time keeping up with it, but that will do it. That'll be a nice blank end for Team Manitoba, and there will be no scoring here in the second end, so we maintain a 2-0 Saskatchewan lead heading to 3.
Curling means so much to our family. Obviously, it's a big part of our life. Isabella always says that she wants to be an Olympic champion curler when she grows up, which just melts my heart. But it also has shown them that if you work hard, anything is possible. If I was to ask them if they wanted to chase a dream, they believe that anything is possible as long as they put the work in, and it's because of watching us on the ice.
Everest is here to support you in the moments that matter. Learn how at everestfuneral.ca.
Welcome back to the Everest Senior Canadian Curling Championship. I'm Jennifer Jones, joined by Brent Lang. We're in third end action of the semifinals playoff Saturday today. Very exciting day with our final 4 on the ice, vying for that spot in the gold medal game.
See if George can make good on this corner guard. That's kind of the last end, how it got to where it got to, a wide open end. Hogged the corner guard attempt.
George was quite light with one of his stones in the first end too, and then over adjusted on the come around. He might have mismatched stones.
That's a perfect spot for that corner guard. So here we go. And then Rory also slipped in the rings last end. Bruce's body language told me he was disappointed. Only one sweeper. Corey just got back on the ice. Good shot by Rory there.
I would probably come around the corner guard, Brent.
That's my thought too, Jen. Pretty good hitting team, Manitoba, so I would be comfortable that they would eventually make a good run back in the middle. This one's real tight, gone. And last time we saw George, he played extremely well. And struggling a little bit so far. The weight there is close, just on release must have got that pointing towards the target, and not a good result. Corey being asked to guard the guard.
Yeah, it's a pretty good situation for Saskatchewan. Those stones are all lined up under cover. Throw another guard will be very difficult for Manitoba. It reminds me of the first end, and that's why I like coming around the corner guard. George is maybe struggling a little bit early here, and it gives him a chance to throw the same shot twice, get some confidence. That guard over curled a little bit.
So he's going to switch gears a lot earlier this time. This is a very makeable shot, but I don't know how I feel about leaving all those guards. But it is 2-0 third end. I think Dave's recognizing what you're recognizing, Jen. This looks eerily familiar. And our strategy last time didn't work, so let's try something different. Again, we're looking heavy here.
It looks pretty good, I think.
Line's good.
Just needs to sit down. No stay for shot rock behind the tee line. And unfortunately allows this freeze. And if the freeze is made, you're in all kinds of trouble again for Manitoba. Manitoba is playing well. They're just kind of not quite getting the perfect result.
Yeah, if that stops one rock higher, it's night and day different, right, Jen? Just sweeping this one for line and weight, I think. Need to drag this one. Don't think we're getting shot.
Don't want it hooked on that top stone. And that's not in a very good spot for Team Saskatchewan.
How does Manitoba get another one in there, though?
I think you could draw around.
It's definitely possible. Dave's worried about that yellow one. You can just see the corner of. If you draw right into the 4-foot area, then he just hits that anywhere. I don't think you have very many other options.
You could guard that, Brent.
Guard the left one? Like the one that he's worried about, or guard? Then Saskatchewan gets a free draw. Could hit that. Try and jam it on that one, and that would leave it buried and take away that shot they're worried about. But if you rolled off, you're just going to open up that freeze again. Burning up a lot of time, I can tell you that.
So decided to draw around.
I think so. I mean, if you put it in a perfect spot, they wouldn't be able to slash it. It would just go through the hole. So right beside that one, biting the 4-foot buried would be ideal. Asking a lot of Sean and the sweepers here, though. Very precise. He just threw it. Just needs to take 4 or 5 feet off. Let the guys sweep it in there. The line looks great, but they're walking like this is very heavy.
And that will slide too far. We'll stop for third shot. Just a little bit too much weight.
We've seen the miss on draws all week be heavy, and that is usually amplified in the playoffs as things get amped up and people get a little bit extra nervous, and it's part of what makes the playoffs fun, but it is a challenge.
Tight to that corner guard, Brent.
This must be heavy too. No, weight is good. That's actually helpful almost for Manitoba. You could freeze in there, just bump it back half a rock, then that slash doesn't help them as much, Jen.
Yeah, that's pretty good stone for Manitoba.
So here comes Dale Lott with a big shot here. This looks really tight, unless he's heavy.
They got to go on this,
like
Brent.
it. They like it. Must be heavier than I thought. Yeah, this is back line. That to me looks like just a draw shot, but pretty good result.
There's a double there. Can you see enough?
You can. Does it jam? Double Daryl, you made 3 or 4 doubles last game we covered. So it's possible to get it across the top, but it could also jam. That's why I like just a draw shot there, to leave that yellow in a spot where it's a catcher. Go to half rock. A little thin, but looking good. Does it spin far enough?
Oh, I don't know.
I think it's Saskatchewan.
And that's why it was just a free shot last time on Dale's. But I think you still have to play this come around. That looks very difficult, Brent.
I don't like any part of this. No, that's more often than not, you're just going to chip it buried or chip it right over your other one, and they're going to come around. You can't leave that. Make a good draw here, maybe get a mistake. This is such a hard shot, Jen. And so often it's just going to go over to that blue one. Really hard to hit half of this, but you got to hit at least half of it. This is all over the front. Maybe going to tap Saskatchewan in again.
Oh boy. Just not going Manitoba's way so far in this game. Bruce Forte, if he can draw one in. Oh boy, I don't know how Manitoba gets in there for even a single, Brent.
And anything light here, I mean, he's guarding it. Yeah, he says you got to guard the inside of that yellow. So I don't mind this call. I do like the draw right to the top of the button would be the real pressure. But if he can make a good guard here. That is a good guard. I think if you're Dave, you have to play like a heavy draw through that hole, and that's not fun. He has to take this on, doesn't he?
This looks so difficult. Well, Dave Boner's made some big shots this week. We'll see if he's got another one in the tank.
So heavy draw. If he finds the hole, it's going to be a great shot. If he doesn't, it's going to be huge trouble.
That looked inside.
They got it
They're
close
holding
here.
the line.
Whoa, that needs to curl. Oh, they've hit the corner guard. Manitoba's trying their best to get down 5-0 again here like they did last time against Saskatchewan. Now if Bruce comes right in, how does Manitoba get in there, Jen? I guess, did they open up an intern hole? But that yellow one's in the way. Yikes, mayday. If this shot is made, Dave's going to have to try and either throw the hit through the hole or just hit what he can see of this back one and give them two, I think. You see anything, Jen? I mean, you could chip that corner guard to the button, but good
Trying
luck.
to see if those blues were lined up, Brent, but
Nope.
they are not. This looks like it's running a little bit. If it's got the right weight, it will curl really nicely. And I think it's going to, Brent. Oh, Billy, I don't know.
Will they get it there for third? I think they will. Oh, mayday, mayday. We've got a real problem here, Manitoba.
I think they're looking at trying to tap this up.
Tap that one through the hole. You could score, but that's the hardest shot you're ever going to see.
The center line run into those two blues might drag the right way. That might be the only way you can score. And that's what Dale's seeing right now.
Holy smokes. That one doesn't work. That's going to drag it the wrong way. He's thinking maybe that one drags it into the top 12 one and then over. Looking for some kind of circus shot. Burning a lot of time here, Jen.
They are.
They should be taking a timeout here. Just tap
what did
through
they
the
just
hole.
tap it through the hole? Oh boy. That looks so tough.
Gotta make some noise. A couple of ways to get it in there. I mean, if he hits it thick, it might redirect off the top yellow. A little too thin, maybe it comes off the back of the top 12 blue, but he's got to hit this within a quarter inch of where he's trying to get anything good. He's throwing it hard.
Oh, that surprises me. Oh, this is pretty thin.
There you go.
Oh.
Cut him down to 2. 4-0 Saskatchewan after 3 ends. Eerily familiar to the last game. Does Manitoba have a big comeback in them again? We'll find out. We'll be back right after this.
Welcome back to Fourth Ed Action here at the Everest Canadian Senior Curling Championship. I'm Jennifer Jones, joined by Brent Lang. And we are in a all Saskatchewan so far game. They've just played outstanding, putting tons of pressure on Manitoba, up 4-0.
Manitoba once again got the first half of a comeback set up. They're down a bunch. Need to get on the board here. Need to just string some shots together, string some really good draws together. They've been really close, as you said, Jen, but just a little heavy, just behind the tee line, and then Saskatchewan making them pay over and over. So that corner guard very tight to center, but will do the trick. Saskatchewan's going to switch and try and hit anything they can. Brucey coming out here to help. Must be a little lighter than they want. Don't want this to under curl and be a corner guard. Good sweep by Bruce. Got it mostly covered, but isn't in a great spot if you're Saskatchewan. I like that if I'm Manitoba. See if Georgie here can get one in there that Saskatchewan can't remove. This one's getting tight to the guard, I think. Oh, the line's really good. Must be a little bit heavy. Needs to sit.
Sit.
Good shot, Georgie.
George will feel good about that one. He hasn't been able to kind of make that second shot so far this game. And that Yellowstone is exposed, so Bruce Corte's going to try to play a corner freeze.
Corey here's the manager at the Natana Curling Club. I believe that's in Saskatoon, right, Jen?
It is, yes. He is just an exceptional guy who does a fabulous job.
This one's over curling, though. They got a bit of a problem here. Got to get it there. Don't think they're going to.
They almost should have rubbed.
Now that blue one's really socked in there for Manitoba. Dave going to stay aggressive. I don't hate hitting the back one here, Jen, but this is a good
I like
shot
hitting
too.
the back one, even trying to roll behind that blue stone. 2 is really all you need, Brent. 3 would be great, yes, but you gotta score double digits here.
Double digits, like a 10?
Sorry, not double.
I know.
More than one. Sorry. Crooked number, as we say.
Yeah, I agree. A deuce would be great. Get some momentum going your way. Get some confidence. Show Saskatchewan that you're not going to go away. This is unforced error by Sean coming up way light, but having to go out wider there, maybe it was a little bit slower. Start the run back train for Saskatchewan, I think. Just going to peel here rather than throw the runner, I think he called, Jen. I still like hitting that back one. Roll behind the double corners now, or you could just draw straight in there.
I like drawing now.
So it's important here, Sean, and the guys decide, okay, is this the same speed as where I just threw? Or is the same weight good? This one, you're really going to see this curl. Gotta go for everything. It's by.
And that's a nice shot.
Unfortunate part of that is the run back right on the nose is really close to the double.
Yeah, it sure is.
Manitoba needs a miss. Needs to get some breaks here this end to get back into this game. Daryl's not usually the guy to miss the hits, though.
No, he's pretty steady. Such a solid delivery. This has to curl. I think it's close, Brent. Oh, just curled enough. That was the story in our game last time, that Daryl's was just worked out perfectly.
Fortunate there. I mean, Manitoba does stay for third shot, but the problem is shot rock's buried. So Dale needs to make a good corner freeze here and set this up again. miss here, and then all of a sudden, Manitoba's in trouble again. I think the sweepers kind of like it. This is super tight, though. This one's going to wreck, Jen.
It is just not quite getting the line, Manitoba. And now it's
good.
hooked those guards as well, Brent.
Saskatchewan's back to guarding. Manitoba's back to scrambling. So can Manitoba weather this storm and get out of here at least with a point? Now you're starting to think, well, we can't afford to give up another steal. We need a big run back from Dale. Daryl's going to put this, attempt to plug this hole. Which he's done perfectly. So you play this run back, I think, Jen. It's a bit of an all or nothing, but it's time to make a move.
I agree. I'm deciding on the come around.
Okay, that's fine too.
Just got to make it. Line looks pretty good, but I think they think it's heavy.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
And that slides for fifth shot.
Now Saskatchewan can get in there.
Imagine being able to stream every curling game from every sheet from any event, be it your Wednesday league game, bonspiel, or corporate event. Curling Stadium offers an all-inclusive streaming solution featuring high-quality cameras, ease of use, great reliability, and minimal installation. Offering your sponsors customizable ad space on your streamed curling games and being able to sell video packages to your corporate events for increased revenue. With Curling Stadium, you can stream to any device, be it your mobile phone, tablet, or computer. Push the feed to your desired platform, be it Facebook, YouTube, or any other social media. Curling Stadium is simply the way forward. Where it's commonplace in other sports to televise every game, we want to do the same. Curling is a global sport, and it's time it gets the coverage it needs. Make your curling club the next Curling Stadium.
At every OK Tire store, you'll find a local owner who lives in your community, proudly offering full auto service. And when you shop with us, you're shopping local. OK Tire. Service, repair, and tires. It's going to be okay.
We're back at the Vernon Curling Club here, and you can see the damage that Saskatchewan has done to start this game, starting without the hammer and stealing two, blank stealing two, and stealing another two, up 6-0 on Manitoba. This is a deeper hole than last time and a bit of a different feeling game at the break. But we'll see if Manitoba can pull out some magic. There are other semifinals going on, of course, on the men's side. The other game is between New Brunswick and Team Kennedy and Team Fleming from Nova Scotia. Looks like it's 5-2 for Nova Scotia after 3 ends, with lots of scoring there. See if New Brunswick can catch up. And then on the ladies' side, Saskatchewan, Team Martin versus BC and Team Bouchlac. It is 2-1 at the 4th end break, with Saskatchewan having the hammer coming back in 5. And Ontario up 3-2 on Alberta, Team Froud versus Team Ford Johnston. And it is Team Alberta that will have the hammer in the 5th end. So I think let's see if Nova Scotia game. Yeah, there it is. New Brunswick does get a deuce in the 4th. So it's 5-4 Nova Scotia heading to the break. They will have the hammer in the 5th end. So some tight games, and we've got a bit of a beat down here. So far, Manitoba, not sure if they ran up quickly to the bar to do a team shot and get this night train back on the tracks. But they can't be feeling very good. On the flip side, Saskatchewan's got to be feeling very confident. So same goal for Manitoba here. Can we score multiple points? Singles aren't very helpful now, so I'm going to put all the chips in the middle, lay it all on the table, take some big chances. Got to make some good draws. And see if you can't set up a big shot for skipper Dave Bomer to make for a 2 or a 3. I don't imagine Saskatchewan's going to let enough sit around to let you ever have a shot for more than 3, but a 3 would go a long way to get you back into this game. Manitoba's got to have time troubles as well. We'll see if we can catch the times. You get 30 minutes to start. They had a couple of multiple-minute conversations, which tends to happen when you're in that much trouble. So if Rory would move for me, I'd see it. 12 minutes. So they've used 18 of the 30 minutes in the first half of the game. That's actually what we get at the Grand Slams. However, you get 24 minutes for 8S. They do get a lot more time here. But if Manitoba is going to get back in this game, it's going to be complicated. There's going to be rocks, decisions to be made, so they're going to use that time. I think we got a player change here, Jen. I think that's 5th Scott Sidlick coming into the game. Looks like George is out of the game. Hopefully that's not an injury. Of course, Scott flew in on day 2 when Dale was down for a couple of games with a pinched nerve in his neck, was causing him some serious back trouble. So see if Rory can find the 4-foot. And then Scott, with his first rock of the game, needs to find the free guard zone.
Yeah, Manitoba can't afford very many more misses.
Looks like they like it. Scott's happy with that. A good start to the game for him. Not an easy thing to do, come in the middle of a game when you've been sitting on the bench watching. We don't see very many player changes in curling games, do we, Jen? Only when like it gets out of hand.
Yeah, and that might be this too. I'm not sure. Just because he came so far to play and giving their 5th an opportunity to have some ice time here at this incredible championship.
Think you'll ever see a day in curling where you do have maybe a specialist on the bench? You know, when you get a lead, you got the guy that comes in and is a closer kind of thing.
You might see like a big hitter come in. I don't like to say never, because I do think that you're going to see some innovations in the game for sure.
I think if you're Manitoba, you need another corner guard here personally, but I mean, they need a bit of a miracle. So maybe just thinking, okay, let's just see if we can simplify this and get a simple deuce, and then maybe get to work on some steals. Rory setting this up perfect for Saskatchewan. Oh no. Looks good here. I thought he was over curling everything, but this is on the money.
Yeah, I thought they might try to nose that, Brent.
Yeah, weird, eh? That was a little nonchalant. Always difficult to stay positive in these situations and to think that you got to convince yourself you have a chance to come back here. This one's curling, but going to avoid the jam. Just going to kill the back one, which is a better result for Saskatchewan. So maybe a wide come around everything, or through the hole to the back 8.
You just got to throw some draws, I think, and hopefully get some sort of miss.
This one's going to overcurl, maybe audible for a freeze, and it's even well short of that. Center guard. I think you're going to see Saskatchewan start peeling. Tempting to keep the throttle down, but I think the score tells you to start ripping some guards and make sure they don't score more than 2.
I agree.
No problem from Corey. Draw right through the hole there. I think it's still the play. Got to get one buried. Always jumped on this one right out of Sean's hand, but it's tracking. It's actually heavy. Bump that behind the tee line's not a bad thing, no?
Yeah, I think that's not so bad, and kind of setting up some backing, trying to be patient.
They have switched to the peel, and there's a shot where you could make the double here. That'd be awfully good if you're Saskatchewan. Not going to make the double, but no problem with the peel. So now going to go around this top 8 and try and use it as a guard. Dale Lott being tasked with this come around. This one's overcurled. Dale's had a few overcurl this game. I don't know if it's release related or stones or what, but
Yeah, it was used to be just on his first early ones were just on his intern, so I thought maybe it was just his intern release. You can't take anything away from Saskatchewan here, Brent. They have played so well.
yeah, they've made some great draws to the exact spot when they needed. Anytime Manitoba gave them any way to get out, they've made it. They've just been the better team today so far.
The setup has been exceptional by the front end. So many good hits. It's been incredible to watch, actually, the talent. They come out to play today for sure. Like, this is not an easy takeout, Brenton. Nice control weight.
It's pretty easy for these guys.
And it's perfect. It was right on cue. That's not easy to do, and they're just making it look so easy.
Trying the shot again and over curling again. And leaving a very simple double if they want to. Wants to hit about a thick half of this, half rock. Bruce can throw it plenty hard as well, and where his shooter will stay will be really nice for Saskatchewan. And you can start to see the wind's out of the sails completely, I think, for Manitoba. Hard to convince themselves that this is going to turn. Lots of weight coming from Bruce here. Not quite going to kill it, but you can see how those yellows lined up.
Manitoba's going to have to try to move around these stones a little bit. The only other option would be potential perfect freeze, but what do you see, Brent?
I see the bar calling for these boys, unfortunately. But we've established that I'm a quitter. I like the hit and roll on the back one. I mean, anything hitting on the top one here, I don't even know if you can get 3 out. Drawn around, okay. That's fine. They haven't had much success with this shot so far, however. This one looks to be on a good line if it's got the right speed, Jen.
Yes, it does. It just needs to keep going. They need to get this all around.
I think he's made this one.
There you go. I don't think they're shot, but that is a great shot.
We're just going to play the in off. If he rolls into that one, that would be good. He could just guard. Yeah, something up there would do the trick too. Make Dave play the slash stick. Going to throw the guard here, Jen. Just going to put one right in front of it. Knows he won't give up more than 2 doing this. If he makes it really good, sure is going to be a tough shot to even score for Dave. They like the line. Needs to finish.
And it will. And now another angle slash I think we'll see from Dave Bomer. I don't see anything else, Brendan. You really need your 2 points. Doesn't have to move it very far. It is overburied. The draw tap looks very tough to me.
It's got to be the slash. That's the only way, isn't it? He's playing the bump. I don't see how that's even possible. Surprised he's playing this. I mean, he likes to throw those slashes, those runners.
Yeah, I thought he might change his mind when he got to the hack. This will curl with the right weight. Only has to move it a couple of inches, but needs to get the line tight to that top stone. You can see they only have 8 minutes left.
Don't think they're going to need it, though. This game is probably not going to go the distance, but if he can make this incredibly difficult shot, that would keep him rolling here for a little longer.
They're really trying to work this. They need to get it by. And I don't think so, Brent. I think it's just a little bit light, and that will be another steal of one for Saskatchewan. And they will take a 7-0 lead into the sixth end.
At every OK Tire store, you'll find a local owner who lives in your community, proudly offering full auto service. And when you shop with us, you're shopping local. OK Tire. Service, repair, and tires. It's going to be okay.
I love that curling is a team sport, that we're able to travel the world with friends and family and experience the journey with fans as well. The sport demands so much, whether it's fine motor skills or both physically and mentally taxing. And it's just a fun social sport that you're able to kind of make an extended family all over the world.
Everest is here to support you in the moments that matter. Learn how at everestfuneral.ca.
Welcome back to the Saskatchewan Curling Clinic today. They've been putting on an absolute clinic and just slowly but surely picking apart this team Manitoba. Saskatchewan came rolling into the championship pool undefeated, but did lose 2 of 4, so showed some vulnerability, but today not showing any of that. Really making 0 mistakes. I can't think of a shot they've really missed by very much, and if it was still something that was useful. And on the flip side, Manitoba, every shot, even the ones they make, are just not quite right. So they're down by a touchdown, which curling is not very good. So there's a very good chance that this is the last end of this game. And Manitoba will be headed to the bronze medal game, and Saskatchewan, barring some kind of crazy occurrence, will be headed to the gold medal game. And the question is, who will they be playing? And I don't have the answer yet, but it is still 5-4 Nova Scotia. Should have an update for you there soon. They should be wrapping up the 5th end. On the ladies' side, Alberta forced to a single in the 5th, so they're tied 3-3 with Ontario. And Saskatchewan, BC still playing the 5th end with Saskatchewan up 2-1.
Lots of exciting action here, Brent.
Scott with another perfect corner guard. I mean, coming off the bench, that's not easy to do. Gonna throw another corner guard this time. Pull out all the stops, but you see Rory making it very difficult. How are those 2 lead stones, Jen? Perfectly lined up, top button, top 8.
I don't think he's missed today, Brent.
I'm quite sure he hasn't.
Yeah, he's played exceptionally well. And for Team Manitoba, it's just been a day where things just don't quite work out. They can't seem to get anything set up, and by the time it gets to Dave Gomer's shots, it's just been very difficult.
Of course, I jinxed Scott. His next corner is just over the hog line, not overly useful, but Dave's thinking this one through. Bump these back. Even if by some miracle they can get back in the game, they're going to run out of time, aren't they, Jen? They got 7 minutes left.
And they don't seem to be worried about it.
I don't know that they're aware of it. Another corner guard. I like that, actually. Odds are that Saskatchewan would peel one of them, and then you'd have 2 corner guards, a chance to lie get one buried and maybe get 2 buried that they couldn't remove, but this is fine too. This one's curling.
And I don't know, Brendan, if Saskatchewan plays the way they're playing right now, I don't know how you beat them.
Agreed. They look pretty solid. I mean, it's amazing how fast curling can come and go, how fast momentum can change. But speaking of momentum change, Saskatchewan with 4 in the 5th end to go up 6-1 on BC, and both Saskatchewan teams have 1 foot into the final.
I don't mind this call. It's a really long corner, but maybe just try to get it biting the top 12, get a miss. You really do need a miss.
You need 4 or 5 misses.
I was going to say or 3 or 4, maybe 4 or 5.
If Saskatchewan just go to sleep on the last 4 shots this end, that would be appreciated from Manitoba fans and Team Manitoba. I don't see that happening, however. Good looking come around here. Trying to leave it even with the other one so there's no double for double Daryl. There's a double for double Daryl.
Yeah, that's the problem.
It's
kind of a natural. A half rock doubles is more of it's just such a natural double. Daryl just throws the rock so well, Brent. Super consistent on his release. So when he's throwing it hard, he's always very, very close. You can see technically very sound. Not a lot going on. I think I might have jinxed him.
Yeah, you might have got him here.
A bit tight.
They were holding it. Rory, best hair in curling, also a great sweeper. No problem.
Yeah, and that will do it. And you can see Dave Bomer's shoulders shrug. Like there's just not much they can do. I think you got to come around now that it's almost 2 corner guards.
Yeah, that's a spot. This looks heavy. This looks very heavy, Jen.
Yeah, Dale struggled a little bit with draw weight. I think this may have a chance to stop at the back of the house. I'd be sweeping this back, and it will. It'll stop for 3rd shot.
But wide open.
Yeah, it's just not quite Dale's day either. They've been close on everything. It's just not quite working out. And Saskatchewan's been so good that it's just making Manitoba shots very difficult.
In the other men's semifinal, New Brunswick steals a point in 5, so got a bit of a barn burner there. 5-5 going to the 6th end. No trouble here for Daryl. Need to get one in there. He's sliding out, and Corey slid right across in front of him. He's got some curling to do, but looks better weight.
Might want to curl, try to get this in there a little bit more.
Still more than half open.
We've seen that on the takeouts a little bit, Brent. As it gets wider, it kind of stops finishing.
Yeah, exactly. Sides are getting a little bit built up, I think. So Bruce removes this one. Manitoba will be down to a maximum of 2. And down 5, playing 7. I don't see them continuing here. They got another game today. They'll probably rip the Velcro and rest up for the bronze medal game. We get to call both gold medal games, Jen. They're staggered games. One is the men's finals at 3:30 Eastern, 12:30 local, and the women's finals at 3:30 local, 6:30 Eastern. Another good shot by Bruce. Getting tired of saying that.
Just perfect weight control. Looks like he's really confident, Brendan, where to put the broom.
How do you even get 2 out of this? You hit and roll frozen on the back one, I think.
I think that's your only shot.
So not much rest between games for these guys. Seems a little bit odd to only have about an hour in between a Canadian semifinal and a Canadian championship game. Dave not even really trying for 2 here now. Just trying to score a point and not get shut out, I think. This one's going to jam, though.
That's really over curling. Well, it's tough to remove that stone, Brent. Do you throw a guard?
Yeah, I think you guard actually the blue one's the only way for them to get 2.
Yeah, if you come in, you might set up some sort of flip triple.
You can see Manitoba's got 4 minutes and 53 seconds left. Saskatchewan has 13 minutes. It's easier to call the game when you're making everything. There's less to think about. On the flip side for Manitoba, just been in trouble the whole time, trying to find a way to get out and have not been able to do it so far. I don't even know that there's a shot for 2 right now, Jen. That raised double, you got to throw it with some pace, and there is a little bit of angle. You might lose your shooter.
I think you got to throw it and just try to spread them around to the back of the 12-foot.
Like a control weight or something?
Yeah. That's the only way.
Yeah. But Bruce is going to take that away. He hasn't missed really yet. I don't see him missing this one.
Very good sweeping team, Saskatchewan.
They're just a solid curling team. They've had some success on the Saskatchewan men's tour this year, and I see why. And that's taking away the shot for 2, that's for sure.
Yeah, I don't see anything unless come slip off the side one, but I don't see anything. So this will just be a draw for 1 for Dave Bomer and Team Manitoba. Needs a piece of the button.
Got to draw the button with backing. The boys will want to make this. This one's curling, though. Got to go for line, fellas. Weight looks pretty good.
You need to
Can
get
they
this
get it
by.
There we go. We're on the board, Manitoba. A great way to finish this end and in all likelihood finish this game.
That will be a big score of 1 for Team Manitoba. And they will be down 7-1 after 6. And there you go. We do have handshakes. And that is a final, which means that welcome back. And I'm not sure if you saw the handshakes before we went to commercial, but it was a win for Team Saskatchewan over Team Manitoba. A tremendously well-played game for Saskatchewan, and they will move on to the gold medal matches. We'll wait and see who wins that other semifinal. And Team Manitoba, a disappointing morning, but they will play for bronze in a couple of hours. Thanks for joining us here at the Everest Senior Canadian Curling Championship. I'm Jennifer Jones, together with Brett Lang, and we will see you for gold.